Hi everyone, I'm Lily and this is Lily and the Bee. I'm out of breath because it's about my 10th time I've said hello, I'm Lily, and it didn't sound right. It sounded a bit silly, or I waffled on about something silly, so this is going to be it. Hello, I'm Lily, this is Lily and the Bee. And I'm sounding really aggressive. I'm just going to keep this one in. Hello, I'm Lily, this is Lily and the Bee. Thank you for joining me. I'm here today. I'm coming from Suffolk in the UK, east of England, and I've got loads to show you, and I've got loads of ideas, as usual, things I'll probably never make, but I have finished some things, and I've had a lovely 2 weeks because I've extended the time in between making videos now, which actually has been really nice. About a week ago, I was itching to record. I really wanted to come and speak to everybody, but I haven't had that kind of rushing to finish things. So that's been really nice, and I've been able to do a few other bits and pieces and the housework and other things like that as well. So I've been doing some reading. I've been reading a book just because I like the cover, and I'm going to pop the cover up now because it's got English paper piecing on the front. And you know, normally kind of read thrillery books, not too kind of light-hearted thriller. Is there such a thing as a light-hearted, not too scary, kind of twisty-turny, domestic sort of thrillers, I would say they're called. And I just thought, do you know what? I want to read something nice, and it's just a little love story about someone who quilts, and it was really nice, and it made me feel really, I love this story. It's made me really happy. The lady, the author, which you'll see on the book now, because I'm going to put the picture up there when I'm editing, is, I think she's called Deanne someone. But yeah, I was hooked by the title and the little English paper piecing on the front, so I really enjoyed that. And yeah, so I think that made me feel a bit calm enough. Yeah, it's been nice. I think with the whole YouTube, I do get, I wouldn't say obsessed, but I go all in. If I'm going to do something, I'm going to be all in, and I'll be thinking about it and planning it. And that's kind of how I've been going with the YouTube the last sort of few months. And I just need to take a step back and think about what I wanted to do with it, and not go too mad making things non-stop, because I'm going to run out of money buying things to make and time and everything. And you know, it's like you just need a little bit of space, don't you? So I've tried to be intentional with my making, as in, what do I feel like making now? I'm going to do a little bit of this. I feel like doing this, rather than I'll get this because then I can finish it and show everybody, which there's nothing wrong with that, but I wanted to enjoy, and I hadn't stopped enjoying making things, but it got a bit too rushed and a bit too clogged in my head. So I hope that makes sense. I think people got me, because there were some lovely comments. Some of you were so insightful as well. Some of the things I was realised, well, yes, they're right. And how you put it in, I had started it from a confidence and everything, and then now I am I'm never going to be 100% confident, but you know what I mean, I am basically confident about the things I make and everything now, and talking and that kind of thing. And I have got to think about, you know, where am I going to go with it, and I've got to make time for my family and work and other things as well. So not that I wasn't working because I was making YouTube videos, but you know what I mean, I've got to have space for everything and take space to sort of downtime from thinking about things and in a rush, and just making myself too busy. I do like being busy, and I do like making things, so, but I've just got to, anyway. Oh no, I'm waffling on and on and on and on and on. And yeah, less pressure on myself and enjoying the projects more. And something I wanted to talk about, because I always put a few little notes down for myself before recording, and I don't know if you're the same, but I wanted to mention it to see if anyone was the same. And when you make things, and depending on what the type of thing you make, for example, if you're making a crochet blanket or something, maybe this wouldn't be the case for you. But if you're making, especially like an animal or something small, or your amigurumi or anything like that, sometimes it is, for me, it's just about the finished. I want to look at it, I want it finished, I want to see what it looks like. Oh, it's finished, it's amazing. It's amazing. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm amazing, but you want to see the finished end result, don't you, sometimes? And I've got to stop that in me, and it's more about make sure I enjoy the process. And I've done bits and pieces, and had time to think, had time to breathe, and time to do the housework. So yes, that's where we are at the moment. Should I show you something? First of all, what am I going to show you? Well, I've made another pumpkin doll, and probably bored with these now because I've made lots of them, but my nanny's carer saw hers and asked my nanny if she'd asked me to make one, and I felt really guilty and I couldn't really say no. So I've made another one. It did take a whole day, and she said she'll pay me, but I can't change her whole day. I'm not going to charge too much for it. And anyway, so I've made another one. So I thought I'd just show you. She's got a slightly different dress on. And she's made from the car boot linen trousers, but the carer lady won't know what she's made from, will she? So there's another one. She's got a little bag, the little string handle, which she's just dropped. So it opens at one, it doesn't open all, it opens at one corner so she can pop stuff in if she wants to. She's got some little crocheted leg warmers, and I'm quite pleased with how the dress turned out actually, because it's quite neat. It was an interesting pattern, which I hadn't made that kind of pattern before. I've stitched the bottom, I can get it on off, it's fine. Don't want an arm to fall off before I give it to the ladies. I'm trying to get the dress off. So yeah, I did just stitch it down there just so it stayed on, so I didn't have to put too many snaps on, because I've got snaps on the back there, but I'm going to just put it inside out so you can see the inside. The pattern is by Jane Magic Craft on Etsy, for the pumpkin and the dress. And it was quite interesting how it was made, because you cut the facing out for the inside bit and the top bit, both sides of the top, that outside and the inside, and then you stitch round, and then you cut the neckline out afterwards. So I did think, I'm not sure if I'm going to make this neat, but it actually came out really neat even on the inside. So I'm quite pleased with my dressmaking skills are coming on, aren't they? If the light's funny, it's because it's afternoon and it's really dull today and windy. So, and I've got the oven on. You might be, I've got for my tea, I've got a baked potato, and I've got to have salad with it, but I haven't made the salad, and I don't like making salad. I find it really boring, but I do eat salad nearly every day. So I've got to do that when I've finished recording the video. I'll have a very well cooked baked potato and nothing to go with it. So I'll put the dress back on her legs so I don't ruin her. So that took a while. So, but I've finished her now, and I'm going to take her to my nanny. What's the Saturday? Yeah, tomorrow. So I'm going to try this super hot tea now. I'm trying to have a bit less caffeine, so I'm having more fruit teas, and I've ordered some. I'm going to go into Holland and Barrett and order some different flavours. I think I'm going to get a nettle one, which sounds horrible, doesn't it? But I think nettle and honey might be nice, but it's supposed to be good for you. So I have phases of trying to be healthy and buying a load of fruit tea, and then I don't like a lot of them and I throw them away. But this one I like. This is chamomile and lime flower. But I'll force myself to drink them. That'll be good. Right, what else? I'm going to show you these because I made these last year, but these are little toadstool. Is it? I always say toads. I think I say it wrong. Toadstool or toadstool, but I think it's maybe Norfolk. I'm Suffolk, but I was born in Norfolk, so maybe I've got a Norfolk accent. Toadstool. Toadstool. I don't know. So anyway, I made these last year, and I thought I would show you again because they're pretty cool and you might want to make one. And the pattern is, I've got one hanging on here as well. I made a mini one, and the pattern is by, again I can't remember, but I'll poke it up here somewhere. Someone on, I think I follow the lady on Instagram, and she also has an Etsy shop where you can buy the patterns from, I think. Let me check. I'm sure last time I mentioned Joy Clements Crochet Road. I'm sure last time I said Crochet Toad. But it looks like, because you've got crochet in the tea, I think I just read it out quickly. And it's not released yet, I don't think. But she is doing her name is Joy Clements. She's doing a pattern for a pumpkin, a granny square pumpkin, which I want to get, but I just checked, it's not released yet. But these little toadstools, mushrooms are really cute, and I love them. So, and they were really fun. And I've used Serda cotton yarn for those, and I've got loads of that in all the lovely colours that I like. It's my favourite kind of crochet yarn to use. I think it looks really nice and separates the granny square bits separate nicely, if you know what I mean. Nice. I'm sure there's a word for it, but it makes the granny squares look nice. Well, these are granny circle stars. What are they called when they've got that in the middle? Granny sunburst or something like that, I think. Anyway, we've got some. I hang them everywhere. We've got one hanging in the van. I've got one in my car. I think I've got one hanging in my car. Yeah, so I've wafted those around enough, haven't I? But I'm pleased with those. and I made them last year anyway. But I definitely want to make the mushroom, not the mushroom, the granny pumpkin, which I think would be really cool. So I'll definitely buy that pattern when it comes out. I've started, this is a middle of, let me have a bit more tea. I must slow down. I'm always in such a rush to do these, aren't I? Calm down, Lily. It's not a rush. Just talk slowly. I have this book, which is the Celebrating 10 Years of Lunar Lapin by Sarah Peel, Cool Crafting. And I'm making one of those little bunnies, and I haven't finished. And this was a case of, I finished work at 2. We watched a bit of just TV with Neil when he came home for his lunch, and I thought, do you know what, I could rush and finish it then, but I didn't. I thought, no, I can show you the bunny in bits, that's fine, and I can finish it ready for another episode. So, but I will show you the bunny in bits. Now, she has a wonky ear, so in true, there's her head. In true Lily style, and I just used, I'd already got this because I think I bought it to make a sheep with, but I never made the sheep. She's got a wonky ear, and I'm going to put a flower or something there just to cover. My top tip, if you make anything, if it goes a bit wrong, cover it up with an accessory. So yes, I'm going to put a little flower or something, or a little headband, or just something there to make her look cute. She's a bit embarrassed because she is just a head at the moment, but I will show you her body in parts. We have a body, we have 2 legs, and 1 arm, and another arm. And I'm going to dress her. She's going to be wearing gingham. I definitely know she's going to have a gingham dress on, but I don't know what colour yet. I think I've got purple. I bought a lot of dead stock fabric and loads of gingham, and I love gingham. So I'm going to make her a dress. I know it sounds a bit weird, but I do like to hold the colours up to see what colour suits my animal friends when I've made them. And I'm putting that in this bag that I made, which is brilliant because you can go like that, or you can open it up and just get everything out. And I did do a tutorial for the little bag and for the English paper piecing as well. I've got a playlist of chat along tutorials, and I'm going to do another one actually at some point of making a bag, this kind of bag. It's noisy. Just a little pouch bag with a drawstring top, just a tutorial, but you wouldn't need a sewing machine for that. But just how I make mine. Everyone probably makes them similar. Some people make them a little bit different, but just how I make it. And sometimes it's quite relaxing. I sometimes watch people making things. I just find it quite nice and quite interesting to see how people make things. They're a bit different, doesn't it? Isn't it? I mean, I've started my blanket, but I don't like it. I was doing it just now, and I bought all these colours. I'm not fussy about colours, but when I first started, I liked it. Then I put the next row on, and I didn't. So I bought all these colours. I wanted it to be a bit like Cath Kitsony. So I've started it. Oh, it looks nice on camera. Why does it look nicer on camera? Well, you know, I was looking at it and all I could see was the green. It just looks so green. So I've started with pink again. So I did them on order, but then I've started with pink again. So there's more pink, because I want more pink than green, I think. And I wish the pale pink is maybe too pale. But that's when you buy wool online, you can't see it, can you? And you want to be able to put it all together, and look at it. But I like it again now. Because this is the original one, which I really love. I feel so sad when I see it. Maybe I'll look to see if they're in stock. And it feels warmer than this one. This feels raggedy, this feels soft and fluffy. I want this one. These were paint box, but I think they were, I want to say Aran weight, but it doesn't feel thick enough for Aran weight, but it was thicker, whereas this is just DK. I only want them literally to put on the back of chairs, or to have, they will be blanket size, but put them on the back of chairs, or to have in the background, just hanging around there, looking good in the videos. Or if I'm selling bags, they look quite nice with the bag against them as a backdrop, that kind of thing. And they're nice and fun and easy to make. This isn't finished. If you haven't watched me before, I just found this one. Started it ages ago, and then I sold the wool because I wasn't going to finish it, and now I'm really upset because I can't finish it. Actually, why wasn't I just patient and waited for the wool to come back in stock? But yes, maybe I should just put them together and make a cushion. A could make one cushion. Yeah, anyway, so I'll carry on with that. If I'm not keen on it, I will just make it into a cushion rather than I need one for my work chair actually. Make it into a cushion rather than a massive blanket. But that's that. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'm funny with blankets. You must think, oh Lily, you start all these blankets and you never finish them. So that's on there. That's down there. So I don't know what's going to happen with the blankets. We will see. Let me go through my list because I don't want to forget anything. Oh, what's at the top? Thank you, Helen, for my Ko-fi coffee, which I haven't bought yet because it was a little messy with it that said, enjoy a coffee on your holiday. And we're going away in a camper van. I say camper van, it's a van that we've updated it. It's a van that we've made into a camper van ourselves. It's a Peugeot Boxer. If anyone knows what that is, it's quite big, and we've put a bed in ourselves. It's got a unit, but it hasn't got sofas or anything like that in. But the big chairs at the front spin round. The chairs, are they called? Well, seats that you normally sit in to drive, they spin round and face the middle. So what I will do is, because we are going in it, and I'm a bit better at vlogging. I'm not the best vlogger, but I'm better now. So when we do go on holiday, which isn't this week coming, it's the week after, I'll take some videos and I will do a little vlog of our trip. I don't know how good it will be or anything, but I will definitely attempt to do something, and I'll give you a little tour of the van. So it's not perfect like people's vans and all my life in a van, it looks all perfect inside. It is just, it's ours, and we did it ourselves, so that's what I'll say. And we are going to, I might not be doing these in order, so don't think, why are you going up there then down there? We are going to Bristol. We live in Suffolk. Bristol, Cheddar Gorge, Cornwall. We're going to Newquay and Tintagel in Cornwall, maybe somewhere else, I'm not sure. Then Glastonbury. I'm like going like this, like I know exactly where this place is. I'm just following the drops. Glastonbury, and then somewhere else, and then we're going to IKEA in Thurrock on the way home, which I'm really excited about. Yeah, so that's it. So we're going to go, and it is quite fast-paced, our holidays. It's not relaxing. It's literally, we're here for the day, then we're here for the day, and we stay on campsites. We don't do roadside parking or anything like that because it's too, I don't know, we just prefer to just go, we know we've got somewhere to stay, and I don't know, if you don't know where you are, you can just kind of move, can't you? And we just like to book anyone campsites. So yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that. And I was really excited because I was thinking, what sort of crafting? Oh, that's what I was going to do today, but I've forgotten. I'll do another video with that on getting my crafting to take, because I suddenly said to Neil, oh my goodness, I haven't even decided what I'm going to take on holiday, craft-wise. And he did say, you're most excited about that, aren't you? I said, no, a little bit. So it's definitely going to be embroidery and probably some crochet, but I don't know. So I'll let you know. I'll maybe do a little vloggy thing of me deciding what to take on holiday. And then yeah, next week I'm going to do some crafting, and we've got some days out planned and other bits and pieces as well. So I've got 2 weeks off work. I'm excited. And so yeah, so that started off with a thank you from Helen. So thank you, Helen. I really, really appreciate it. Really generous of you and really kind. Everyone who does the coffee, it's just so really nice, and I still can't believe it that people do it. It's really kind. So thank you. The people know that I'm grateful. I got some happy mail. I've got miserable mail because I sent a message to Neil to say, I've got some happy mail. And he said, well, I'm posting miserable mail because the postman. I said, well, I saw a message back, what do you mean? And he was just having a bad day because it was the week before our last, I don't know, when you're at work and then you know you've got a week off soon, I think he was just like, oh, I'm just in holiday mode now. I've had enough of work. I just want to go on holiday, have the time off. So yeah, miserable mail. So I haven't got it with you, but thank you, Lindsay, sent me a sock pattern in the post because I have started making socks. It's very slow progress. I'm sorry if you're on the tenterhooks waiting for my sock update. I started on the rib like this. It doesn't really look like a rib, but Lindsay, whose channel is So Sweet Samuel, and has actually been doing a little tutorial sock making, so I think I'm going to follow that. I've watched the first one and it looks good to follow, and it's like when you know the person, well, I feel like I know Lindsay because I watch her channel all the time. I think it'll be quite nice to learn and make along with her, but she uses slightly different needles, so I've started on the long ones, so I'm going to change up the needles and start again. So how many times can I start my socks? I don't know, but because I don't really knit, I'm still practicing. As I'm starting a video, I am getting used to knitting and knitting in the round and all that kind of thing. So I think it is worthwhile, and I will do it. Please don't think I won't do it. I will do it. I'm getting there. Right, so let me tick off some of the things. We've got happy mail, miserable mail, toadstools, socks, continued, ... Crochet blanket, I've done that. Pumpkin girl. And I didn't write down my purchases, but I have some more things I've bought. So, as you may or may not know, I've been getting into dressmaking, and I've made 2 tops, and I love it. I absolutely love it. And I showed some fabric last time, which had cobwebs on. It's black with cobwebs and daisies all over it, but then little cobwebs. So it wasn't it wasn't overly Halloweeny or anything. But I think I'm definitely going to make a top with that. I don't know whether I'm going to use a pattern I've already got or whether I'm going to get a new one. I spend a lot of time looking for patterns, and it's quite hard to find things that I want that I'll actually wear. I like little sort of boxy crop tops. I like the one I made, the one with the bows, that kind of thing. I do sometimes wear dresses, but I don't know if I'd make a dress. I don't think it would. I don't look too. I don't know. Not too. Will it look too handmade? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to stick to tops at the moment, I think. But also, I've been looking on eBay for cheaper patterns, because why spend all that money when you can get one cheaper? And this one was on eBay for £2.22, and I bid and I got it. Oh, the excitement. And it's a Tilly and the Buttons. I love Tilly and the Buttons. I don't like all her patterns. Some of them, they're a lot of stretchy stuff, and not all of them. I've got one of her books, which I've bought years ago, and I love her, and I like how her patterns are written and everything. I think I made the pajama bombs once, but I've never worn them, so I might make them again in some other fabric. That's the sort of thing I'd wear, because I could just wear them around the house. But yes, I do like how her patterns are written and everything, and I love her book, the original book that I've got. Anyway, this was £2.22, and this is I'm not going to be wearing this in the video. I just think, well, if I make those little pants, I'm not going to be. It's me in my handmade pants. Well, they're not called pants, are they? What are they called? Make your own delicate camisole and shorts, not pants, set with the Fifi sewing pattern. A treat for stitchers looking to advance their skills. The instructions will walk you through techniques for sewing bias cut fabric, creating a binding. Oh, I've got binding. I don't know, I've used binding before. And finish the insides with impressive French seams. There's a lot to learn there. French seams and binding, which I think I may have put French seams in before, but not on clothes and not binding. When I read about it in the eBay description, it said that they'd already, the pattern hadn't been cut, but they'd traced their own pattern out. So, what happened when I got inside? Oh, here's a pre-cut pattern. Is it going to be in my size? Is it cheating if it is? It is. It's size 6, which is the size I would do. Size small. So this is lovely. This is not, I don't know what paper it is, but it's not like, can't think how to describe it, but you know how I use the baking, this is probably what I was baking paper, which we use for baking, which is a bit like toilet roll at school. It's like that shiny. Does anybody remember toilet roll from school when it was shiny? It's kind of that shiny. This is the opposite. This feels soft and not shiny. Anyway, basically it's cut out already in my size, which completely feels like cheating, and I feel like, well, I should just cut it out myself, but I don't think I will. I've got to use it. So I'm not going to make that with the cobweb fabric. I don't know what fabric I'm going to use, but I will make it. Actually, shall I show you the little instruction booklet? There's even a sticker inside which says 3 bias, 4 centimetres by 60. She's lots of notes on here, so thank you, lovely lady. We've got a shared eBay because Neil has an eBay and I just log into it. So, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it being a man. A man could buy these and make it, but I was going to put the feedback, oh, wonderful, just my size. But then it sounds like it's Neil. But that doesn't matter, does it? Because a man could make it and wear it. It could just be his size. I haven't left the feedback yet anyway. Yeah, so I was going to show you that and put it back in there. So I won't show you the patterny kind of stuff, but it has nice instructions with photos. Really nice book. I like, and I know you can buy it and print it out and look it on the computer, and I do that with some of the doll and animal patterns. I've got them all in my documents on my tablet. But this is lovely, isn't it? Nice old-fashioned book. Perfect. And I'm going to have a little bit more tea. And I've got some charity shop buys now. I went to the one which is quite close to me. I can walk there. They have an amazing craft section. I don't go in hundreds of charity shops, but if I go into a town or somewhere shopping, I normally go in. So many don't have any craft sections at all. This one has got a big craft section, so I do spend quite a long time looking. I hadn't been there for weeks, so I thought I'd have a look. I don't know if they'll make this, to be honest, but it was £3 and I wanted to buy it because it was Liberty, and it was a Liberty quilt. So obviously it doesn't come with the, it's just the pattern. It doesn't come with the Liberty fabric. It'd be way more than £3. I think it was originally £7.50. It's designed and made by Maggie Wilkinson, who, I don't know who she is. It tells you what you need and everything, tells you how to put it together, and I just thought that was nice, and I thought, well, I'll keep that in my pattern stash. And they also have, occasionally they have bundles of fabric, and it's according to it was all wrapped up nicely in a little stripy cord, which I don't know where that's gone. I've lost that. It was wrapped up in a little cord, and it had on it, some is new and some is upcycled, and I just thought this was really nice. But I don't want to drop in my tea, which is there. I'll show you properly. I don't know who made this fabric or where it's from, whether it was cheap or expensive originally, I've got no idea. But I like the cute little pictures, and I thought that would be something really nice to use for English paper piecing. I don't know how big are the repeat. It's quite a small repeat, isn't it? So you can probably see it all now. A little dog, a little rabbit, and a little house. So there was that one, which I liked. And these ones came with it. They kind of go, but you don't have to use them together. So there's that one, which is really pretty. And then some more vintage looking kind of ones, all different textures as well. So I don't know what I'm going to make with those, to be honest. I feel like that would look quite nice. I feel like that would look nice with one of those in the middle, like the English paper piecing, and then you could do those around the outside. I don't know. Nothing planned for that, but that was a bargain. I think that was that £3? I don't know. It wasn't very much anyway. I don't think it's very much for all the fabrics, because I quite like it when they do the little bundles, because some shops or vintage shops I've looked in, and not that was a vintage shop, but you know what I mean, and you go and there's a massive wad of just one type of fabric, where if you like making little things like I do, it's nice to have the little mixture, variety that you can put together. And I think that was everything I got. I got a magazine, but it wasn't very good, so I won't show you that. I think it's nearly everything. What else have I got? Oh, I'm going to just talk about shop stuff at the end. So I know not everyone's interested in that, but some people are. So I will talk a little bit about it now for people who are interested. So, oh yeah, that's what I want to show you, my little bag. We'll go and get that. So my baked potato smells really nice, and I went through to the kitchen. I made up these little tiny, well, they're not that little, but they're pretty small. Little bags with Liberty fabric on the front. They've got a little beachy themed charm and chambray, sort of light denim fabric, and a little tie, so you can squidge them up like that. And I thought they would be great for people keeping their stitch markers in, or you could put it in your bag with a little lipstick in or something, whatever you wanted. And I've also put in them some sea glass. So they're coming with about 10, I'll put a few more, it depends on the weight really, but sort of 10, 11 pieces of sea glass in as well. And I thought they'd be a nice, like a low price item that I could put in the shop. And I just like the idea of the sea glass travelling all over the country to different people. So that's something new I just thought of. And like I said, I wanted to put something a bit low. People say low ticket, don't they? But just something small and cute and cheaper that I could sell like a lot cheaper. I try to keep the prices obviously low anyway. But yeah, I kept one to show you. So I'm going to make some more because of the people that have bought them. I've had a lot of like really nice feedback about them, because I do always worry if it's something new. And I did put on it, it's small, because I thought, oh, I hope no one buys it and thinks it's like a big project bag. And then like, what's this? I can't put my knitting in that. So I did try and be clear with it and put the measurement on and say they are little. So yeah, they're the size of my hand. Yes, I'm definitely going to make some more, and I'm going to make some Tilda ones. There's a shop in our local town, and it's where I got the Tilda fabric for the giveaway. And one of the ones I did give away had shells on. I thought, oh, I think I'm going to get some more fabric, kind of beachy themed, and I could make some more. These are Liberty ones as well, but I could make some more Liberty. But I'm going to make some Tilda ones instead, or as well as for the next batch. So I'll definitely continue making those, because I think they're quite nice. Like I said, if you want to buy something, you don't have to buy them. It's weird talking about things, isn't it? Because I feel a bit like, I don't want people to feel obliged to buy anything. But if you did want to, they're reasonably cheap, priced to, they're reasonably priced for you to buy if you wanted to. So yeah, I'll make some more of those, and I can make a few of those in a day. And also the English paper piecing kits, I'm going to be making some more of those, and I think I got everyone that bought one has given me positive feedback on those as well. And if you did buy one, you'll laugh really, because I love doing them and cutting out all the hexagons and everything. I'll pop some pictures up as I'm talking of the things I've made, and if you knew how many times I'd counted them with the right amount in there, and there wasn't any missing, so I made them, put them in the boxes, thought, yeah, I'll put them in my Etsy shop in a few days, put them in the shop, and then I thought, oh, I better just add them, count, have they got enough? And so I had to count the 28 hexagons and the 28 hexy shapes. And then when people bought them, I panicked again. I better count them. So you count them so many times. And the little paper hexagons do stick together a bit sometimes as well. So I was thinking, is there enough? I was like, yes, they are enough. So I was overly counting. I do tend to worry about stuff, but I do like putting things together and making things and putting them in the shop. So it's all exciting. And then people buy them, and then I panic, and then I get this feedback, and it's okay. I think, oh, phew, it's okay. Oh, that's good. So yeah, if you did give me feedback, I know a lovely lady sent me an email as well. So I really appreciate when people do are pleased and they let me know. That's really nice. And I'm going to I will make some more stitch markers as well, because I know a couple of people wanted to buy those. So I don't always have loads of time to make things, but I do try my best. And they're probably the things I'm going to stick to popping in the shop now more regularly if I can. And it's quite nice to have a little boost in my income, because then I can buy more crafts to although I don't make them, obviously. It's just a little, I guess it kind of funds, it's a bit like it funds a hobby, doesn't it? You buy the things, you sell some things, and then you can buy more things, I guess. So it all works nicely. So this has been quite a long chat, and I'm thinking I need to go and make my salad for my baked potato for my tea. And yeah, thank you for the positive feedback as well about me recording every 2 weeks. So like I said, it has worked really nicely, and I'm feeling more relaxed about it. And it's a shame YouTube takes up so much time with the editing and all that kind of thing, really, and add it and putting it on, and it's just one of those things, it just does, and it takes up a lot of headspace, because it's such a lot of fun to do it. And yeah, so I think the 2 week thing is working for me, and next couple of weeks will be a bit different, and I'll maybe do some vloggy stuff. Don't know when they'll upload them, but I'll definitely try my hardest to do some vlogs. And yeah, I hope it doesn't rain every day. So right, I'm going to go off now, and I will see you hopefully in a couple of weeks' time. Take care, everyone. Enjoy your crafting time, and I will see you again very soon. Bye.